I'm making.
No, you're
Yes,
making a strong chance, so we'll get a chance for a rebut. Yeah. Go ahead.
Because
Mr.
they
Ashwini
knew
Kumar
that the
is
rules of
shaking
the
his
game
head.
is going to be changed.
No, but
therefore a beeline before the screening committee, and 3 years time, 2006-2009, whopping 144 coal blocks allocated, out of which the private sector 17 number did not do any production till date. That's the whole issue.
No. So what is your moot point? What is your political point you're making? You began by saying that you have some evidence against central ministers, which you said that you will not reveal here. You don't want to embarrass others. What is the moot point? I want you to make it clearly so I get a response from Ashwini Kumar directly tonight. Yes.
My moot point is very simple, Arno. My moot point is that whether it is the case of 2G, whether it is the case of your Commonwealth, whether it is the case of this, whenever this government has exercised discretion, it has been done in the most unfair, non-transparent manner, giving support to people, promoting crony capitalism and rank corruption.
Has that exercise of discretion happened in isolation without BJP chief ministers being involved is another question. But Ravi Shankar Prasad, we have 5 more minutes on this very interesting debate. I will give Mr. Ashwini Kumar a right to rebut you. And then I have one important point at the end. Mr. Kumar.
Well, thank you very much. In this 5 minutes, I think you are going to play Narad Muni a number of times, but don't interrupt me while I now reply to my political
I have no divine
opponent.
powers. Thank you.
Three points have been made, essentially. I would like to tell Ravi, on the basis of record, that the last allotments were made in 2007-8 on the recommendations of the screening committee, which took place in 2006. Thereafter, there has been no allotment. Number one, as for the GDP, 2018 blocks in all have been allocated since 1998. We are now talking about 57. The GDP in terms of economic growth has been there for all to see. The coal production, the power generation based upon coal in the 10th plan was 8,575 megawatt. In 11th plan, it was 42,000 megawatt, and in the 12th plan, it is likely to be 68,000 megawatt incremental addition. Cement, from 90 million tons per annum, we have gone to 145 million tons per annum. Coal to liquid, 170,000 barrels of oil a day is expected to be generated through the 2 green coal block allocations that were made outside the screening committee process. These were made by the interministerial group. Third point, about the delay. I want to tell Ravi, 2008, we framed the amended law. It was sent to the standing committee. 2009, the standing committee asked us to go back to the state governments, presided essentially over by the BJP ruled chief ministers. We consulted with them, we persuaded them, we endeavored to have them on board in the best traditions of a federal polity. We adhere to the constitutional morality, and we adhere to and I would expect you to adhere to the political morality, namely, please do not suborn elected governments of the day in aid of partisan political agendas. It doesn't take the nation forward. I wish I could, Arnab, with you and with Ravi, debate this in a court of law. The same argument and the waxing eloquent by Ravi could be seen in the Rajya Sabha. We would be happy to rebut him point by point, and if you want to join Parliament, Arnab, we'll rebut you there too. Because 1 minute, my concluding point is that the only way to pursue truth and justice is through the fairest and the freest argument of opposite ideas in the marketplace of ideas. You can't bulldoze
I want to be
reason, and this is an assault on reason.
Sure.
This is an assault on reason. It is an assault on constitution.
Yes.
It is an assault on
we'll have to.
That we
will hear the other side now, Mr. Ashwini
You have 2 minutes in which you will be the prosecutor.
Mr. Ashwini
but I'm
Kumar,
happy that I've said what I needed to say.
Mr. Ashwini
I'll
Kumar,
happily join you another time, but do not pervert divert facts
Mr. Ashwini
in
Kumar,
aid of a conclusion already arrived at by you in your own mind. So please don't be a prosecutor, my dear friend. Be an anchor, be an objective anchor.
Mr. Ashwini Kumar, you have paid me. You have
brilliance. Cannot read 1,000 pages in 3 hours. Even you can't do that.
Mr. Ashwini Kumar, you have paid me so many compliments tonight. I am going to be blushing. But I have 3 minutes and I decide now the point is, I have one question for you at the end, which is the important question. But I will allow Ravi Shankar Prasad to respond before the key question tonight, which I think is going to be the big twist in this story tomorrow. Now, one second, Ashwini Kumar, Ravi Shankar Prasad response.
I'm responding to Ravi. You want him to have a counter response.
I thought he raised his finger twice and therefore he has the right to counter respond to you. Yes, Ravi Shankar Prasad. And then we'll come to the key point.
I have to counter him too.
No, when I need to then come with one last question tonight to both of you. Yes, Ravi Shankar Prasad.
Arnav, Parliament is all for debate. I know, as Ashwini said, but Parliament is also meant to ensure accountability. They want debate, no accountability. On Commonwealth, we debated, no charge sheet even against Mr. Suresh Kalmadi. Forget Sheila Dikshit. No action even against Mr. Lali, in which our channel played a big role as the CEO Prasad Bharati. He caused a loss to 100 crore. The CBI finds no evidence against him. In 2G, they say go to PAC. When we seek the presence of even the PM secretary, Congress party disturbs. What happens is too well known. In the JPC, I am a member. When we want the presence of Prime Minister, what is happening, Chidambaram, what is happening, we will talk separately on that. But come and debate. Don't seek accountability.
Okay, now.
My good friend Ashwini Kumar, as the opposition, we are accountable to the people also.
Right.
And the series of corruption which is there, Mr. Raja can go to jail, resign because of CBI inquiry. The Prime Minister is having a CBI inquiry in the Colgate. Wrongdoings have been found.
Yes.
How can a fair investigation go when he is the Prime Minister?
Now
the CBI is under him.
Now.
When he was the Coal Minister? If we raise these issues, you say sorry.
So therefore, Ravi wants Parliament to be a kangaroo court.
Important.
Therefore, Ravi wants Parliament to be a kangaroo court. In the name of accountability.
You want accountability.
You want Parliament to be converted into a kangaroo court. I'm sorry. The only way to fix accountability is through a free and fair debate on the floor of the House.
Yes.
Please haul us over the coals, but do so in Parliament so that we have a right to rebut you. What past tradition? The past tradition is that the JPCs and the PACs have done their job. You wanted to rush through with the PAC's report by Murli Manoj Joshi ramming the report. Then the Speaker had to refer the report back to the PAC. So much for the chairman of the PAC who represents your party.
Whenever your government faces problem, you try to duck the issue. It is my charge.
Last question on this debate on News Hour tonight.
We have seen that
Gentlemen,
you don't like rebuttal. Ravi, you don't like rebuttal. I don't blame you. I don't blame you because you can't like rebuttals. You cannot accept a rebuttal.
One last question tonight. And this question is to Ashwini Kumar. Mr. Ashwini Kumar, the Congress party says that before you point the fingers at the Prime Minister, please tell us what Raman Singh was doing, what Vasundhara Raje Scindia was doing. Why were they recommending specific companies? What was their process? What was their checks and balances they were going through? So my question to you, Mr. Ashwini Kumar, if it emerges in the future that a very, very senior Congress leader was writing letters to a BJP chief minister recommending specific companies and specific blocks, would you also hold the senior Congress leader accountable?
Well, we'll cross the bridge when we come to it. We will evaluate the facts, and I can assure you, if there is any breach of impropriety, any illegality, any irrationality, suitable action in terms of political morality and in terms of the law should be taken and may be taken, but we will cross the bridge when we come to it, when we have analyzed the facts for what they are,
Is it
and we will not go by the visual rhetoric,
is it
which seems
appropriate
to overburden logic and reason.
No, is it appropriate for a senior Congress leader to be lobbying for a private company with the BJP chief minister before a due process of law, as you described, via the screening committee is gone through? Is it appropriate for a parallel recommendation to be made in this manner?
Arnab, it is not fair for me to comment. I do not know who you are referring to. I do not know the facts.
I'm taking a situation tonight. I haven't yet come up with
the person concerned. In fairness to the person concerned, and in fairness to you, and in fairness to me, I think it is not fair to expect me to answer in a vacuum.
Now,
I do not know what facts you are referring to. I've said what I had to say, and I think individual cases needn't be taken on this debate. We should stick to the broader issues, the principles of it, in order to enrich the debate. And if somebody is guilty of any impropriety, that person may answer for himself.
Mr. Ashwini Kumar, the story is not over. More details are continuing to come out on this. But I am glad that I've had a good one-on-one chat between you and Ravi Shankar Prasad tonight. So thank you very much, gentlemen, for joining me on Section 1, our big debate on the News Hour tonight. Thank you very much.